Newshub can reveal on the day of the first cost of living payment, officials identified thousands of clients with overseas addresses who still managed to receive it.
Internal messages also reveal an IRD staff member accuses Kiwis of trying to game the system. And as political reporter Imogen Wells discovered, there's another fiscal fiasco we could have avoided.
Australia, a good 4,000 kilometres away from New Zealand. So when Kiwis living in Aussie got the government's first cost of living payment, they were left wondering why the bloody hell they got it.
I've not paid taxes in a very long time.
And now, internal communications obtained by Newshub show on the day the first lot of cash went out, officials identified more than 6,500 people who'd already told them they were living overseas, but still received the payment. One IRD staff member even laying the blame at the public's feet, writing, "In any population, there will be some small minority that attempt to game the system."
The Minister needs to front up and tell New Zealanders how many ineligible people received this payment.
Inland Revenue told Newshub the 6,500 people had met the criteria for the cost of living payment, but had requested their mail be directed overseas, which should surely be enough for the tax department to question their eligibility. Minister in charge David Parker says they've now added an extra screening process to catch anyone not actually in the country. And hot on the heels of the cost of living cash catastrophe, the government followed up with its KiwiSaver tax conundrum.
And I think we've all learned lessons from that.
Newshub's uncovered officials saw the public backlash coming, so proposed options to soften the blow, including an increase to government KiwiSaver contributions or tax cuts if the policy went ahead. But they never made it into the final paper.
Because we hadn't done any policy work on developing them up, and we wouldn't until after we had that revenue assured into the future.
This is typical Labor. Tax first, answer questions later.
Fiscal fiascos following our taxman around. Imogen Wells, Newshub.